Hello and namaste students, welcome to our English classroom. This is your grade 4 English classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to do a lesson from unit 6. Okay students, this is our last lesson from this unit. Okay students, in the previous lessons we have talked about different subject matters. We have also read some reading texts, we have done listening exercises, we have done grammar exercises, and we have done writing as well. And in today's reading text, we are also going to read about comparison, and we are also going to write a short text. Okay students? Okay, are you ready? Okay, so before starting today's lesson, let me talk about previous things, what we did in our previous lesson. Okay students, mainly what we did in previous lesson was that we talked about comparison, right? Do you remember that? Okay, I'll remind you some of the things that we have practiced in our previous lesson. Well students, we have mainly talked about different adjectives. Okay students, we have talked about different adjectives, right? And in adjectives, do you remember ER words? We have talked about ER words, okay? And we have also talked about EST words, and we also talked about more and must. Do you remember? Okay. We have talked about adjectives. Adjectives are, can you name some of them? Yes, adjectives are tall, short, okay, black, dark, slim, fat, thin, and so on. They are called describing words. What are adjectives? They are describing words. Yes, you are right. They are called describing words. And describing words describe things, animals, people, okay? With the words like, we can say, as I said earlier, thin, white, small, and so on, okay? So these are some of the examples of describing words, okay students? And we have talked about for comparing different things to use words with ER. Do you remember the word with ER? Can you put them here? For example, thinner. For example, thinnest, EST word, thinnest. Here for more and must, we have longer words. For example, more beautiful. More beautiful. Yes, you are right. More interesting. Most beautiful. Okay? Yes, most beautiful. For longer word, we use more and must. For shorter words, we use ER and EST words like, look at this, thinner, thinnest, smaller, smallest, okay, smallest, and so on. Okay, these are adjectives for what? What are we reading now? We are reading about comparison, okay? So we call all these use of different, adjectives with ER, EST or more or must, we call it comparison. Comparison of the things, of the objects, okay students? So we are talking about comparison in our previous lessons as well as in today's lesson. We have comparison of things in the text, okay students? So Today I am going to read a text for you from our book. Please have a look at the book now. Open your book and see the reading second from Unit 6, and we have a lesson. And before that, let me show you some pre-reading questions. Okay? Look at this. Look at these questions here. Can you read it aloud? Yes. Where do you think people live or people like to live, in a city or in a village? Where do you think people like to live, in a city or in a village? Where do you think people like to live? You may think, yes, in city. Yes, some may think they like to live in a village. Yes, because people have different choices. Both places have good qualities to live in. Okay? And another question is, give examples of good things about living in a village or in a city. So what are the good things about living in a village or city? Okay, so let's talk about. Yes, we are talking about now village or city. Where do you want to live, students? Do you want to live in a village or in a city? Okay, this is our question. Do you want to live in a village or you want to live in a city? Where do you want to live? Where is city? City is the place where there are many facilities, there are cars, there are buses, there are hospitals, there is a good road. Okay, so there are cities, and village is the place where you have jungles, mountains, and fields. Okay, animals. So village. So do you want to live in a village? Then why? What are the good things about villages and cities? Okay, let me show you some of the things. For example, which one do you think is peaceful? Is it village or city? Which do you think? Okay, yes, definitely village is more peaceful than city, right? So that can be a good point, good quality to live in a village. And city or village has got hospitals. Definitely cities have got hospitals, right? So that can be a good thing about city. And which one is healthy? Which one is healthier? Is it a village or is it a city? Do you think city is healthier or village is healthier? Okay, I think it's village. Village is healthier than city because we have fresh water, fresh food, and fresh air, right? Okay, so we can say healthy life is in village. And we have very good facility of road and transportation in cities. So this is the good part of city. Okay, and what about education? Education means school, colleges, books, and all the facilities about education. So it can be better in city areas because we have good teachers in cities, good schools in cities, and books are available in city. So this one is one good point while living in city, right, students? Okay, so these are the things from our questions here in our beginning of the reading text. So let me show you now reading text and let's read it aloud together. Okay, students, are you ready? Okay, let's start. Living in a city. Let's look at here. Living in a city may be good, but it is also difficult. Living in a city may be good. Look at here, but it is also difficult. People may feel less secure than in the countryside. Also, there is more pollution because of vehicles and factories. So there are more traffic jams. Where are traffic jams? In the cities. So there are more traffic jams. Cities are bigger and so they are more crowded. City life is busier and people have less time for their family. In cities, people are busier. They are working and they have less time for their family, isn't it? Yes, okay, students. Now, let's have a look at the second part. Living in the countryside may be easier, but it can be boring too. Look at here, countryside. This is the picture of a countryside. Countryside means a village, okay, a rural area where there are less facilities, like in this picture here. So countryside, when you live here, it may be easier, but it can be boring too. Why? Do you know why it is boring there? Because let's see here, you might not have much fun. You cannot go to the cinema or shopping center. What is the reason? Because there is no cinema and no shopping center. Yes? Yes, we agree, right? Yes, and it is also more difficult to go to different places as there are no good roads. Another thing is, there are no good roads in countryside. And getting a job may also be harder there. Okay, in the villages, there are less jobs than in the cities. Okay, so it is harder, it is difficult, it is more difficult to find jobs in villages. Okay, students, so this is the situation in cities and villages. Here we have talked about the comparison about these two places, right? Okay, so let's now go to the words that we have seen in this chapter. Okay, we saw difficult. Do you know what is the meaning of difficult? Do you know the spelling? Yes, D-I-F-F-I-C-U-L-T, difficult. And the meaning, what can be the meaning? What is the meaning? It's difficult means hard, tough. It is not easier. It is not, simple. It is difficult. And another word we saw is crowded. What is the meaning of crowded, students? Yes, when you have many people around you, it is a crowded place. Crowded means many people together, working together, walking together, okay? And another word we have there is secure. Secure, what is the meaning? What can be the meaning? Okay, secure means it's locked, it's safe, it is not harmed, okay? So secure, when you are secure, then there are no any dangers around you, okay? When you have security guards, you are secure. When you have a locked system in your door, you are secure, okay, students? So it's called secure, it's called safe. And we have another word that is countryside. Okay, I already said its meaning. Countryside means it's a rural area, it's a village area, it's a farming area. Okay, so countryside means rural area. Okay, students, now another word is pollution. Do you know pollution? Yes, there are many pollution here in the city areas, right? So what are the different types of pollution? Do you know? Yes, water pollution, land pollution, air pollution, sound pollution, right? Yes, so pollution means something that is dangerous in the environment. In the environment we have air, right? We have water, and when there is some harmful, dangerous chemicals, that is pollution. Okay, students? So harmful things in the air, water or land, okay, we call it pollution. Okay, students, now these are the words we have faced, we have learned in the text. Now I will check your understanding with the pictures. Now before that, let me just show you here. Let me just show you here some list of words which we just said. Okay, here, write these words, phrases in the correct box. Now I'll show you the box here. So look at this. Now you have to put them in the box like this. Look at here. In city, you can put the word like crowded. In village, you can write the word, choose the word and put here easy. Okay, and other, you have difficult, crowded, busy, easy, hard, boring, difficult, difficult to travel, to go to the cinema, go to the shopping center, less pollution, and so on. Okay, so how do you complete the table? Can you do it now on your copy? Okay, please start doing it. I'll give you 1 minute, okay? Okay. Okay, students, so how do you make the table? You draw a square, okay? And you draw a big square on your copy and you write, you make that table like this and you write city in one side and village on the other side, and we have the list of words there, and you can copy the suitable words here. For example, city is crowded, okay, crowded, and village is easy to live, and you can say its city is busy, and village life it's hard to walk, okay, and you can even say it's boring to live because there are no cinema halls, okay. It's difficult to travel, again, difficult to travel, okay. So this is the way we do, okay. We go to the cinema here, go to the cinema, okay. So this is how we go on completing the table for this exercise. Okay, students, can you do it now? Okay, please complete the rest of the words and make a beautiful table with the words related to city and village by reading the text that we have read earlier. Okay, students? Okay, now let me show you another exercise, that is to identify the picture with the suitable word, okay? Look at this picture. How is he feeling? And look at this object. What is it? What it means? And look at the people here. What do we call? And look at the scenery here and this one, okay? So we have learned the words, similar words for these pictures. Now can you remember? Okay, yes, the first one is the boy is feeling difficult, okay? So it's difficult, he's saying. And the second picture is about something secure, safe. And the third picture is about a crowd. And the fourth one is about a countryside. And the last picture is about pollution. Look at the smoke coming out of the towers, okay? Yes. Okay, these are the words that we have learned, and I hope you can now correctly match them with the picture and their meaning. Okay, students? Now, I would like to take you to another exercise, that is reading and again understanding the text for answering the questions. Okay, students, now once again we will look at the text quickly. So living in a city may be good, but it is also difficult. So it is very easier to live in the city, but it is also difficult. Why? Because many people may feel less secure. Do you know now what is secure? Safe. People feel less safe in cities than in countryside. So it is difficult for people to live. And also there is more pollution. Another difficult situation is pollution. Don't you feel difficult when you have a lot of smoky air and a lot of noisy environment? Yes, we do, right? Yes, and because of vehicles and factories around you, they make pollution, they make sound, they may produce smoke, right? Harmful smoke, and factories as well. So there are more traffic jams. Another annoying thing about city life is, what is that? Yes, traffic jams. We cannot easily go to another place, okay, without jams. So this is the difficult situation. This is the problem in cities. And cities are bigger, okay, so they are more crowded. And city life is busier and people have less time for their family. As we have already discussed, people have to work a lot, right? In the cities, they have less free time and children cannot play with their family members, with their father, mother, because they go to different works, right? And that's also another problem that makes also difficult to live in a city. And living in a countryside, okay, in a village also easier, but it can be again, it has also disadvantage because it's boring, because you might not have much fun. It is not very fun in living in a countryside as well, because you cannot go to the cinema or shopping center. It is more difficult to go to different places as there are no good road, and getting a job also be harder there. Okay, so this is the text. Now let's look at the questions, okay? Okay, students, let me read it aloud to you. The first A, what causes pollution in cities? Can you remember the answer? What causes the pollution? Okay, let me check. What did you say? Yes, in this, look at here, the word pollution is here. What causes the pollution now? Because of vehicles and factories. Yes, it's here. Can you see here? Can you read it aloud? Yes, vehicles and factories. Vehicles means buses, car, okay, motorcycles, okay, motorbikes, and factories are the small industries that produces things, for example, biscuits, okay, other clothes. These are factories. They produce different chemicals and they produce sound and so on, right? So it is they are the causes of pollution in cities. Once again, what are they? What are the causes? Yes, you are right. The vehicles and factories. And why do city people have less time for their family? Can you now write the answer? Why do city people have less time for their family? Why? Let's find out in the text. Let's find out the family here. Look at this here. City life is busier and people have less time for their family. So look at this. What is the situation? City life is busier, so they have less time for their family. So you can say city life is busier and people have less time for their family. Okay, can you read the question in C? Yes. Do villages have cinema halls? Do villages have cinema halls? Let's see. Where are the cinema halls? Yeah, look here. You cannot go to the cinema in countryside. Means there are no cinema halls in villages. Okay, students. So our answer is no cinema halls in villages. You can write your answer. No, villages do not have. You can make your answer. These are just the keys. Okay, students, these are just the keys for you to help, and you can make your answer with these words. Okay, so what to do? How to write? You can say, no, villages have no cinema halls. No cinema halls. You can write like that. Okay. Now D. Why is going from one place to another difficult in villages? Why is going from one place to another difficult in villages? So what is the reason? Why you can't go from one place to another place easily? What is the reason? Because look at here. So going from, look at here, difficult to go to different places as there are no good roads. So that's the reason. Okay. So we have no good roads in villages. Look at the answer. No good roads in villages. So now you can make this answer, your answer, by writing, it is difficult to go from one place to another because there are no good roads. Okay, students. So can you make your answer? Okay. Okay, students. Now, how to complete your answers with the help of these words? I'll just write few ones. What causes pollution in cities? You can write like this. Okay. Okay. How to write answers? Now, from questions from B, we are going to answer A. That is, what causes pollution in cities? So you can say, okay, vehicles and factories. Vehicles and factories cause pollution in cities. Okay, so this is your complete answer. If you can't write the full answer, you can even write simply vehicles and factories as well. Okay, if you can't write the full sentence, you can simply write this much as well, because this is the key answer of our question, for our question. Okay, student. So another question is, why do city people have less time for their family? So you can say, because city life is busier. You can write like this. City people have like this. City people have less time for their family. Less time for their family. Because city life is busier. Okay, busier than village life. Okay, now you can even write the key answer, that is, city life is busier. Okay, students, if you cannot write the full answer, you can write the only underlined ones as well. Okay, students. Okay, that's how you can write the rest of the answers. Okay, students, can you do it now? Okay, very good. Now let's move to the another exercise, that is another question for talking about what would you like to have in your city or village. Talk to your friends. Okay, this is the exercise for you to talk. So what would you expect? What would you want to have in your city or village? So if you are in a village, then what do you want? If you are in a city, then what do you want to have there? Okay, as we have already said, you can also guess the things like, road, and what else do you want to have? What do you want? Maybe hospitals, okay? Maybe hospitals, schools, cinema halls. Do you want cinema halls? Yes, you may want. And what else do you want? A fun park, definitely you may want. And maybe a beautiful garden, maybe. And so on, right? A playground as well, right? A football ground, maybe. Or a game center, okay? And so on, right? So you can talk with your friends what you want in your area, in your place. Okay, students, this is the question for you to talk with your friends. And now we have writing second. And let's complete the conversations with the phrases like hooray, oh no, no problem, thanks. So these are the phrases here. And we are going to complete the sentences in the conversation here. So example is given here. Hooray, we won. Good job. And please take this gift. And what do you say? Now, when someone says, please take this gift, you may say thanks. Okay? So another conversation is, you are late for practice. And another again, there is a spider on the table. Sorry, I am late. Now we have to decide which is the correct here, conversation here. So you are late for practice. Which do you think is the right one? Is it hooray or oh no? Yes, it's oh no. If you are late, you can say oh no. And there is a spider on the table. How do you say? You can say again, oh no. Again, you can say, oh no, where is it? Okay, is it still on my back? Or is it still on the table? Oh, you are scared, right? So, sorry, I'm late. Then what do you say? If someone says sorry, then you can say, no problem. No problem, it's okay. I don't mind. Okay, likewise you can complete. Okay, once again, let's read it completely. A says, hooray, we won. Good job. Please take this gift. Thanks. You are late for practice. Oh no, there's a spider on the table. Oh no, sorry, I'm late. No problem. Okay, likewise, you can practice with your friends. Okay, students? So this is writing second. Now we will look at another exercise for writing. This will help you to compare two things to classrooms here. Look at the pictures and write a short paragraph to compare them. Look at this first one. What is happening here? What has been what has happened here? Look at this. The benches are upside down. The dustbin is thrown away, and all the benches are mixed. They are not in order. And so in the second picture, you can see everything is fine. All the things are, all the benches are in their places, right places, right? So you can compare now with the words like clean, dirty, tidy, shining, beautiful. Okay, for comparing, we need to make sometimes ER word, EST word, or sometimes we have to add more and most words. Okay, so they are called superlative and comparative forms of adjectives. Okay, so you can say this one is cleaner. The second room is cleaner than the first one. The first picture is dirty. And you can say the next one is tidier. And the second picture is more shining, and the second picture is more beautiful. Okay, likewise you can compare. Okay, you can say the first picture, the first classroom is darker. The second picture, the second classroom is, brighter. It's happier. It's healthier. Okay, it's peaceful. It's more peaceful. Likewise, you can compare with the comparative words that we have learned till today. Okay, students, I hope you can do this yourself now. We have list of words. You can add er or est for comparison of comparison between two. You can add er for more than two. You can add est. Okay, so that's the superlative form. Okay, students, so this is the last exercise from today's lesson. So let me show you the last sum up for today's lesson. We did reading second in today's lesson, and we talked about unfamiliar words, and we did exercises for answering the questions, and we also talked about writing. Okay, students, so this much for today's lesson. I hope you have learned some of the things from this lesson as well. So please do the exercises, do complete all the exercises, and keep learning. We will see in our next lessons. See you. Namaste.